By Remembrance Day 1975, the crisis had come to a head. Whitlam had arranged to meet with Kerr to call a half-Senate election to break the deadlock.
As I had arranged with Kerr on the phone at 10 o'clock, when the House adjourned at 1 o'clock, I immediately left for Government House. And by some mischance, Fraser had arrived before I did. And his car was hastily moved out of sight, and he was ushered in to another room. And when I went in to see Kerr, without much ado, he handed me the letter of dismissal. And he said, and it's supported by the Chief Justice. And I said, but I thought I had advised you that you should not seek his advice. And he said, oh, well, we all have to live with these things. And we shook hands and I left.
Whitlam returned to the lodge to eat his lunch. He summoned a small coterie of advisors to discuss tactics. Amazingly, no one thought to inform Labor's Senate leaders that the government had been sacked. The cabinet was not convened, the caucus did not meet. Should you have told Ken Reid and the Senate leadership team and others of your senior cabinet colleagues that the government had been sacked earlier than you did?
Well, obviously we should have done it, we should have thought of doing it, but it would have made no difference to the result. See, some people have suggested that if we knew they were going to pass the budget, we should vote against it in the Senate. Well, of course we wouldn't have, and we let it pass, which was the proper thing, what we all wanted. Now, it is unfortunate that we didn't tell Ken Reid what was coming, but the outcome would have been exactly the same.
On November the 11th, on the steps of Parliament House, you make what is probably the most memorable speech.
Unquestionably, the most memorable speech ever delivered at the old Parliament House building in Canberra.
And was it off the cuff, Gough?
Oh, obviously, because the first words I spoke was to quote the last words in the proclamation, which was, God save the Queen. So I said, well may we say God save the Queen, because nothing will save the Governor-General. And nothing did save him, and nothing will save him.
Well may we say God save the Queen. Because nothing will save the Governor-General. The proclamation, which you have just heard read by the Governor-General's official secretary, was countersigned Malcolm Fraser. Who will undoubtedly go down in Australian history from Remembrance Day 1975 as Kerr's Kerr.